Hello there, this is going to be a general of reading for all signs. Today's a really big day. Pluto goes into Aquarius today, and it's going to stay there for the next 2 decades to 20 years or so. If you have Aquarius placements, you're going to feel it really, really hard. It'll be life-changing. There's a few other signs. Some of the cardinal signs I remembered seeing, like Cancerians, some of the fixed signs as well, Taurus, Scorpio, Aqua. So there's a few signs you may want to go and look up on this, go check out some astrologers so that you can, just find out a little bit more in depth of what's going to be happening. It's huge. The reason it's huge is because Pluto is a planet of destruction, right? It's plutonic, so it rules death, right? It's scorpionic. Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio. It rules death and rebirth. So this is endings and immediate new beginnings, because you cannot have one without the other. If there's a beginning, there's an end. If there's an end, there's a fucking beginning. So if you feel emotional right now, if you feel this sense of unsureness or anxiousness or purging, this is fucking normal, because this is plutonic energy. On top of which, Aquarius energy, and as an aqua with heavy aqua placements, you know that aqua energy is very emotionally detached. We're very aloof, right? It's just by nature, right? We're the water bearers. Now, what's important here is that Pluto is a planet who rules Scorpio, which is feelings. It's a water planet, a water sign. And although Pluto is that type of an energy, Scorpio, where everything lays beneath the surface, right? So they feel everything, but they don't show it until it explodes like a volcano. Pluto and Aquarius energy is not necessarily the best mix, because one feels a lot and the other one, and doesn't show it, and the other one has the ability to feel a lot. Because as aquas, we either feel everything times 1,000,000 or we feel nothing. And we actually have the capability of turning it off and on. And it really annoys people. It makes people think that we're cold-hearted. But what they don't realize is that we're probably one of the 12 signs that feels the most. And so it's like a feeling of, for us, like we don't want to feel all that at every moment. And luckily we have the ability to turn it off. It's life-changing in many ways, right? It's like destruction of the patriarchy. It's like Aquarian energy is that of forward thinkers, right? We are really into higher ascended things, such as technology, such as science and things of that sort. We are the visionaries. So aqua energy is sort of creative in the way that other people may not see a plan, or not a plan, but other people may not see how a solution to a plan, right? But with aquas, we think differently than other people, which is why they call us the aliens of the zodiac. And we just see things differently, we think differently, and we're able to problem solve in a way that like most people aren't able to do so. Again, we're talking about plutonic, Scorpio energy, and aqua, because this is the energy, okay? This is where we're at. Pluto is going into Aquarius, and it is going to cause a ruckus. And the ruckus at first may not be pretty, or it may be calm before the storm. It just depends. It depends on your situation, depends on your placements. But we know it's going to bring great change. Change can be scary sometimes, but it's going to bring great change. This is inevitable. You have making your mark, leaving an impression. You have decisions. It will be a lot of decision making coming up, because a lot of it is about staying or leaving, right? Being open to something and receptive, or realizing it's not for you anymore. Walking away. See, I'm telling you. So some of you, we have masculine here. You may have had to walk away from a particular connection, whether it's romantic or friendship. There was a decision here that needed to be made. This could be someone that you thought was the one. I thought was my person. Oh my God. I don't know. It was almost, but never happened. This could be someone here who was an option, and now you wake up one day, maybe even today, one day very close in the future, you wake up and you say, no, this is not it. Now, what's really difficult about a connection like this is it leaves its mark, right? There's been an impression left within you and within them. Those are the hardest connections to break. It's like a soul tie, like a soul bond. And not everybody that we have a soul tie or soul bond with is someone that's meant to be our forever counterpart person, our happily ever after. These are karmic relationships, right? Where there was a lesson. And when the lesson is learned, it's time to say goodbye. But you know, the muggle part of us doesn't necessarily want to do that always. You know what I mean? Excuse me, it's allergy season. I apologize. So, do you want to open yourself up to what's coming? Yes. And sometimes the only way to do that is by releasing and creating space. And that's exactly this energy here. So the feeling of sadness or purging or mourning may come over you and not even realizing it. Like it's such a heavy energy. Remember now, Uranus rules Aquarius, and Uranus is the type of planet where it's unpredictability. It's unusual, it's different, it's unpredictable. Add all of those things into Plutonic energy, and here you have the perfect storm. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of great, wonderful, unexpected change, and it'll be sudden because it's Uranus energy. Pluto is a really slow energy, right? Pluto moves very, very slowly, the planet itself. There's like, and you don't see Scorpios unless they have like fire placements, right? Scorpios move slowly. They just do. They have no problem sort of being dormant, if you will. Where with Uranus, it's unpredictability. It could be stagnant and still and nothing, and then boom, 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 and nothing, boom, nothing, boom. It's very unpredictable. So for a lot of people, I feel like right now the unpredictability is got us a little bit on edge. Add to it, there's this energy here of letting go of a particular person. They've got to go. The lesson has been learned. And there may be sadness and tears because it was so close, almost. But almost ain't enough. Almost ain't enough. Right? It's impossible because it's not your person. And remember now, Pluto, Scorpio energy is forced transformation. This is literally ripping it out of your hands. This is pulling the rug out from under your feet. It is forced transformation. They will force you. They will force you. They're not going to ask you kindly and nicely, hi, would you like to transform your life? And would you like to let this go so that you can be more aligned to what's meant for you? Fuck no. It is forced transformation. So it can be sudden and fast and quick and brutal. But this connection that needs to be released, it was a long time coming is the feeling that I get. But because of the impression that, it's like you guys imprinted. And it's confusing because, well, I've imprinted on them. Doesn't that mean we're meant to be? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. No. That's a misconception. That's not accurate. It was this bond like no other, but it doesn't mean that that's your person. Because if it was your person, it wouldn't feel like this. This feels really like, I mean, look at him. He's not even, his back is turned. He's not even doing anything. He's not paying any mind. He's not communicating. He's not taking action. He's not reciprocating shit. And it's not to say it's unrequited. They could feel everything you feel and mirror it, but you're not on the same page vibrationally. And more importantly, they're not your person. I'm telling you, they're not. This doesn't apply to all of you because not all of you have a person that could have been the one, but it didn't end up being the one, but not everybody does. So we're opening with this because this is collectively what many are going to start to feel. And this might be a person you haven't talked to in a really long time, but that energy of them still lingers and it occupies energetic space. And what's coming in is so huge and so great and so beautiful that it's going to require all the space in the fucking world. It's going to require all of your heart, not just part of it. There will be deep, deep, deep purging. It has to happen that way. It has to happen that way. The purge must be huge. Sorry, I'm just clearing out my text messages. Right? The purge needs to be huge. I'm wearing my sweatpants today. Sorry. Like in my pajamas. Because you got to create space. Space is required. Because there's something so huge that's coming in. It is mind-blowing how huge it is. You're ascending higher. You're not on the right vibration. Look, bottom of the deck, sudden change. This could be catapulting suddenly into a higher vibration and becoming divine feminine. If you watch that Get Ready With Me live I did today on my second channel, Missy in Wonderland, after I got ready, you saw me sit there and shuffle cards and channel the energy, and the energy was mind-blowing, right? What I felt in that reading was we're in a void right now. We're not sitting in past, present, or future. We're not in the present moment. It's like a weird void. It's like a wrinkle in time. There's like this energy right now of like nothingness. It's like we're in some weird space. And it's not the present moment. I'm telling you, I can feel it. Is it? Obviously, it's on purpose, but what is it? Why? Right? Why? Sometimes we don't know why. And energetically, we know what we feel. And I'm fucking telling you, after the election, we slipped into another timeline. We're not in a timeline right now. This is a void. This is that type of weird energy where it's almost slightly dreamlike state, like weird shit's happening. Shit, you go, oh my God, that's like so fucking weird. Like this is like a nightmare. I mean, for some people, they're considering it a nightmare, or it's like a great thing, right? Where it's like, oh my God, it's like a dream. Oh my God, it's like everything wonderful is happening. It just depends. But it's like in a weird dream state, like an in-between. And we've had these pockets of time before. This is not the first time we've been in a void. If you followed me for 7 years, we've talked about this quite a few times, that we slip into like weird energy, right? It's almost like a pocket of time. But every time that happens, it's because something big is about to come out. We're shifting. And it can also be divine intervention where, I mean, is this one of those moments where the divine is starting to intervene? With Pluto going into Aquarius, and after everything that's happened the past 2 weeks, I'd say yeah. I would say yes. I did also feel in that live that I did on my Missy in Wonderland that the void energy would be a great time for the masculines, the divines to come in or to ascend higher, because it would make them undetected because they're not even there's no timeline right now. And honey, it might just be only today there's no fucking timeline we're in. I don't know. I have to feel this out every day. I don't know how long it'll last. I just know something's fucking weird. Something's strange. But it's divine and it's magical and it's kind of witchy and it's kind of, you know what I mean? It's sort of dark, but not bad dark. It's like something's brewing. And if you watch the 3 readings that I did yesterday, you could see that I put them up in different times because I recorded the one I uploaded today. I actually recorded first yesterday. And the one I uploaded last night that I missed, the one someone's missing like crazy, that was actually the last reading that I recorded. And don't ask me why, it's just the way it ended up being, the way I uploaded it. And then the one for Patreon with that extended was actually the second one. So that one was in the middle. But it's like you could see the energy taper off, right? Because we're still feeling and channeling the energy of the election and everything happening collectively with that. But you could see it in my readings last night, starting from the one that I posted today. That was the first one. You could see it taper down, where it's not as fresh in the energy because something else huge is taking its place. And again, I read energy. So now what's taking forefront here is that Plutonic, Aquarian, Uranus energy, and the void, and the wrinkle of time, and something about the masculines slipping in through this undetected portal. I saw a tornado in my head on the live earlier. And tornadoes are portals. And then I used the Sacred Geometry Oracle deck, and I got the Divine Feminine card with the card Change. Ascending higher. If you are destined to become a divine feminine and you've put in the work, this is your time to shine. It's Brucey's time to shine. I had shared this earlier on that live, that I woke up today feeling like a completely different person. And I woke up feeling like, you know what? I don't fucks with some people. And it was like clear as day to me why they need to be removed from my life. And prior to this, yeah, I knew they needed to be removed from my life. And yes, I didn't fuck with them. But there was this like thing, right? The mark, the imprint and the mark. And it was like, oh, but I don't want to lose them because I love them. But also, are they lovable right now? Are they reciprocating the love I give? Even if in friendship, even if in acquaintanceship. The answer is no, they gotta fucking go. And I woke up today and I said, oh, they're fucking done. And there is a sense of mourning with that. There's a sense of deep mourning with that. For sure. But sudden change is coming. And it will be like lightning striking. You're not going to expect it. It will be very unexpected. This can be meeting someone out of the clear fucking blue. This can be you receiving money out of the blue. We don't know what's coming specifically. Obviously, for each person, I'd be able to feel it. This is a praying man. You see that? He's praying. And it's so weird because the caption I used in that beautiful reel that I reposted on my Instagram, xi_missy_xi, I talked all about that there's someone out there who exists, who's living and breathing and working and eating and laughing, but also praying for someone like you. That this person does fucking exist. They're praying for someone like you. And some of you have not met this person yet. And some of you have. And for those of you who haven't met them yet, it will be sudden. Just like that. That's that sudden change. Those of you that have already met, this means dormancy. This means stagnancy, right? Four of Swords. It's like resting, retreat. Yeah, he's praying or meditating, right? But it means pause. But the next card's the Fool. And the Fool just jumps. The Fool just leaps in the unknown or the motherfucking void. Because it's zero, right? The Fool is card 0. It means that that's a total reset. That means it's nothingness. 1 is the first step. It's not the first step. It's the void. It's 0. It's nothingness. But that's where everything grows. There's a misconception. For years, I've told my clients, I've even told you guys here on YouTube, I've told you guys for years, the void is not a bad place because it is the place where everything possible exists. Anything possible exists in the void. Pigs flying. The impossible becomes possible. Hail Marys, miracles. It all exists in the void. It's a misconception. And right now we feel the void. This is why it's not a bad energy to be in this. It's not. This is like the most fertile fucking energy you could have. Because nothing has begun yet. Nothing has started. Things may be ending, which means things will start, but it's a weird void. And it's 0, right? So it's a circle. That's the omega. It's completion. This is completing some kind of huge life cycle. The ascending higher means your vibration shoots up. Is that part of why your vibration shoots up? Because you release that which no longer serves you, people, places, and or things, creating space. This is a masculine energy that's going to come in and he's going to fucking jump. This is the Fool. The Fool does not hesitate. Because when the Fool kicks in, that energy of the Fool, they just fucking go. Can't stop the Fool. Beautiful thing about the Fool too is that they have released everything, right? You have the sun shining above it too. So it's like receiving like enlightenment, right? This person is being guided by the sun, enlightenment, truth, healing. It also means total bliss and success, right? The sun energy. And it's funny because I was talking about this on that live. I swear to fucking God, I had like 20 something people watching that Get Ready With Me live on my second channel. And it was fucking an amazing reading. And I was telling them that yesterday on my live on Instagram, I had the sun card towards the ending of the reading. And last night I dreamt of the sun card. I never dream of tarot cards. Not that I can ever fucking recall. And last night I remembered on the live that I was like, holy fuck, I dreamt of the sun card. And I remembered it would be super fucking relevant somehow. And it was like insanity that I was telling the story about how when I came back from Vegas on Sunday night, I walked in my bedroom and my blinds fell off the wall and was like hanging by a thread. Which meant that the past 2 days I've been waking up with the sun shining in my fucking window. And I'm a vampire. All my blinds are closed until I open them when I'm ready to see the sun. But the past 2 days I had no choice. Today is the day that the blinds are being fixed. And those blinds are brand new. They got installed when I first moved in August. But I walked in the room and I went, what the fuck is this shit? Something about the sun, which is enlightenment, it is truth. But funny how the sun is guiding the Fool. The crack is how the light gets in. The crack is how the light gets in. This fucker's coming. Look at that. Bottom of the deck's 4 wands. 1111, new beginnings, and the card of union. That's unity. That's stability. Holy matrimony, weddings, you know. 3 of wands. This is a card of travel, right? 3 of wands, but he's pausing. See, there's a pause here, especially for those of you that have had an ongoing connection. There's a pause. He has stopped to reflect. He has stopped because something in his gut tells him to stop and wait. It's an intuitiveness. It's a primal instinct in this masculine. See, what's happening is their chakras are getting cleared the fuck out. It has to in order for them to ascend higher. Something in his gut, that would be his solar plexus. It's not his root. It's not his sacral. It would be his solar plexus. That's the gut instinct. Something about his gut is telling him, wait, wait, wait. But something in his gut is going to tell him, go. This is huge. The Hierophant, Taurus energy. Hierophant, though, is basically a priest, and he's blessing these 2 people. There's a blessing coming, and the blessing is coming from the fucking universe. Because those of you that have put in the work and have felt like you got the shit end of the stick, you're not getting the shit end of the stick. Your shit just took longer because it's that much more huge. You know what I mean? It's literally being blessed by the universe. This is like the universe handing it to you on a silver platter. Strength. One of the readings I did yesterday talked about Beauty and the Beast vibes. There's Beauty and the Beast. Oh, in fact, that was just one of the cards that came out in the live I did on the Get Ready With Me on my second channel. It was actually from the Good Tarot deck. And it was called Love. There is a feeling, I just got the chills, of yearning and pining. And we talked about it in one of the readings I did yesterday. There's a yearning and there's a pining. And when I woke up today, all I could hear in my head is that one song, Only Love Can Hurt Like This. Only love can hurt like this. Non-stop in my head. So I've been playing it on repeat throughout the day because it's just what happens when they channel a song to me. Now I got to go and listen to all the words. And if you know the words of the song, I'm telling you, there's this pining and this yearning between 2 souls. this void energy is making it worse because it feels like we're in a weird energy of like, am I losing you completely? Like, it's because it's weird. We're not anchored in time right now. We're not anchored in the present. So there's like a weird feeling right now of like, oh my God, it's anxiousness. It could be even paranoia. It's being scared and frightened or fear. It's being overwhelmed. And it is the feeling of like, I don't want to lose this person. I don't want to lose this opportunity. So the yearning is so deep. It's like a hunger. It's torture. Only love can feel like this. Only love can hurt like this. It's a hurt because the hurt comes from the separation. The hurt comes from, I need to see you. I need to talk to you. I need to be with you. And it's killing me. It's like this void and this energy right here is like literally divine energy because, I mean, without it, would we feel the same thing? Probably not. Not to this degree. See, there's a fucking sun. Oh Lord, here comes the sun, and I say, it's all right. There's the sun. And there's the King of Swords. He's going to speak his truth. That's what the sun means as well. Truth, clarity. You know, him holding the sword gives me very protective vibes. This is a very protective masculine. But he could be very detached with his feelings. He doesn't speak it. Feels it, but he doesn't speak it. He suppresses it because he's just never really met anybody that he felt like he could be open with, vulnerable with. He's been hurt in the past, right? Has got himself into fucking terrible situations, fallen for the wrong ones, been used or abused and whatever, was taken advantage of. So this masculine's really guarded when it comes to his feelings and his heart. He's not guarded with you though. He's not going to be if you haven't met yet. Right? There's a deep feeling of surrender. There's a deep feeling of, it's like a truth. Like he's like, it's never been so clear to this person before. This is it. This is the one. It's like beyond a shadow of a fucking doubt. You know, they say when you know, you know. And this masculine is going to have a moment of clarity and truth where he's going to know it's fucking you. And this is huge. And it would come in a moment like this, wouldn't it? I think that if you haven't even met this person yet, right? Whether you met or you didn't, you're still connected soulfully because you're destined to meet. So if you feel this torturous pining and yearning, you know you're tethered to each other. They feel it too. It's like a protective instinct that kicks in, almost like they feel like you're hurt or you're in danger or like you're in need because it's that type of, only love can hurt like this. It's like a painful, it's like torturous. It's like, oh my God, where are you? Oh my God, I'm dying without you. Oh, and not in like a needy, low vibrational way, but in a way of like, something just clicks inside of you. The heart chakra just, it clears out, it creates space. And there were things in the heart chakra that were clogging up all of the other shit in there. Now that it's crystal clear and it's been purged and it's cleansed, there it is. There it is. The feeling, the knowing, the one, right? Let's get into your extended. Should you wish to rent it, click below this video, the word more. It's going to bring up all my links. Click on the first one. It's going to take you to my website. Go to the extended readings and the special love/oracle readings. Again, follow me on my second channel, Missy in Wonderland. That link is also below. I want to thank you for your likes, your shares, and your subscriptions here on YouTube, guys, okay? I'll see you in the extended. Love you. Bye.